The warmer weather may be good for track and field athletes to compete in, but it's also good to just lay out and take a nap. This is the 2017 Thermopolis Invitational, starting with the girls' 100-meter hurdles. In the red is Grace Tanner, a junior out of Big Piney and the two-time defending 2A champ. This race was not even close. 16.05 seconds was her time. The next closest competitor was more than 1 3/4 seconds behind. Girls 100-meter dash, and it's Tanner again. This race was a little closer. 12.91 seconds was her time. She was third at last year's 2A state meet in this event, and she's hoping to do better at next week's state meet. As far as this meet goes, she was not done. Here's the lady puncher in the girls' 300-meter hurdles. 49.12 seconds was the winning time. She is last year's 2A state runner-up, and she has a pretty good chance to walk out of this year's state meet with several championships. Girls 200-meter dash. Tanner would try to make it 4 for 4, but she's got some competition in the form of Addie Stanley of Little Snake River wearing the purple. The Lady Rattler ends up winning this one in 26.62 seconds. Her margin of victory was 1/4 of a second. Girls 1600-meter run, the host team with some representation. It's freshman Taja Hunt of Thermopolis. Her 1 mile time was 5 minutes, 42.42 seconds. Thermopolis is also hosting the 3A East Regional meet. Girls 3200-meter run, more from the host team. Jules Ward, a two-time 2A state champ in this event and a two-time 2A cross-country state champ. Her time was 12 minutes, 0.22 seconds. The next closest runner was more than 1.5 minutes behind. Girls 400-meter dash, this is Mindy Russell, a freshman out of Wind River, 1 minute, 0.86 seconds. I'm sure she wants to get under that 1 minute mark, and she only has 2 more races to accomplish that goal. She has a shot. Girls 800-meter run, Mackenzie Powell of Encampment. She was the 1A state champ 2 years ago in this event, third last year. The senior crosses the finish line in 2 minutes, 27.88 seconds, and she's hoping to regain her title in a couple of weeks. Moving on to some field events, girls long jump. Kirsten Gourlay of Little Snake River covering a distance of 15 feet 7 inches. The junior was not at last year's state meet, but should be one of the 1A contenders this year. Girls pole vault, it's Maddie May of Matitsi, 9 feet 3 inches, beating every other competitor by at least 1 foot. The junior has improved because at the last 2 state meets, she only cleared 8 feet even, so someone has been practicing. Girls high jump, this is Brianna Brumwell, a senior from Rocky Mountain, jumping over 4 feet 11 inches. This has been the one event that she's competed in at the state meet, and she is hoping to close out her high school career with a state title. Now to the boys, starting with the high jump. Lathan May of Rocky Mountain, 6 feet 5.5 inches. That's a school record. Coming into this meet, he was not even the #1 jumper on the team. He is now. Boys discus. It was Zach Zier of Rocky Mountain against everyone else. 142 feet 5 inches for last year's 2A state champ. I'm thinking he just missed the cut for the Wyoming Track Classic, but no matter. The state meet is on his mind now. Boys long jump. Cole Simmons of Rocky Mountain going 19 feet 10 1/4 inches. Last year's 2A state runner-up will try to finish the job at the upcoming state meet. Boys pole vault, Adam Willoughby of Big Piney launching himself over the 13 feet 9 inch bar. The junior had a pretty good day and is hoping to do even better at the state meet. Now to the track, boys 110-meter hurdles. Tristan Jewell is a junior out of Rocky Mountain. 15.76 seconds was his time. He was 4th last year at the 2A state meet and is hoping to have a better finish this year. Boys 100-meter dash. Wearing the red is Chauncey Hunt of Big Piney. The junior wins a close race with a time of 11.46 seconds. Every 2A West team was at this meet, hence it was a preview of the regional meet. Boys 1600-meter run. In the red is Louis Faloni of Kemmerer, and he's trying to hold off Lane Mitchelson of Farson Eden. The junior shows why he's last year's 2A state champ, winning by 1 full second. The winning time was 4 minutes, 42.97 seconds. Boys 800-meter run. Here's Mitchelson again, wearing the green. He's going to get challenged by Sean Stewart of Encampment, but the sophomore is going to hold off his challenger and cross the line in a time of 2 minutes, 8.34 seconds. The pronghorn is last year's 1A state champ in both the 1600 and 3200. Boys 300-meter hurdles. Wearing the blue is Zach Pickenpaw of Shoshone. The senior wins the race with a time of 40.62 seconds. Last year's 2A state runner-up is hoping to finish 1 spot better by the time his high school career ends. Boys 200-meter dash, here's Cody Newell out of Worland. 23 seconds flat was the time for the Warrior senior, who should face some faster competition at the upcoming regional meet. Finally, it's the boys' 3,200-meter run. Another runner from Worland, Porter Harmon, completes 2 miles in 10 minutes, 36.56 seconds for the win. The regional and state meet are next on the schedule for every team in the state.